What's up, Amazon sellers? If you are thinking about smashing your Amazon business in March, then I'm going to share with you my plans for the Amazon UK in March 2022. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now in the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. Check this out. In the USA, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller. Check this out. And hopefully in the near future, I'm going to expand into another marketplace. And if you're interested in learning how I've done it, what I'm doing and what I'm learning on my journey, then do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Okay, first things first, number one, recap of my February plans. Last month, I talked about hitting a target of 276,000 in revenue for the month of February. Now, you might be asking, what's the update? Well, look, as of now, right now in filming, obviously we're kind of halfway through February, it's about 222, and actually it's about the 23rd of February right now. So pretty decent figure. I think we're pretty on track to hit that by the end of the month. I think we're probably going to exceed that target coming into the end of Feb. That is great. Hashtag excited. Now, the second thing I talked about was the fact that we had another loan we recently took on, and the difference between that loan and the previous loan was about 2 monthly payments, which is about £60,000. So we got that, and now it's about taking advantage of that £60,000 from that, should we say, new refinance loan. Now, the problem we have right now is that we just can't spend the money quick enough. So we've got a plan to resolve that issue, which is pretty much hire additional product sources and find more deals, and obviously train another purchaser to buy the deals from those product sources in order to spend the money that we have. Now, the third thing we talked about as well is to launch wholesale Amazon UK. Basically, we were able to launch wholesale within the UK in February, and having, as we say, found a new prep center to work with because we want to split them apart, OA and wholesale, and also about now getting on board with suppliers and getting products orders. So far, we have already listed items, got them shipped into Amazon, and we've got them now selling onto the Amazon marketplace. Now, our biggest challenge is to look for more distributors, more manufacturers, more wholesalers who we can work with, because right now a lot of our distributors or wholesalers, manufacturers, quite simply telling us they are not accepting clients. Now, one thing you might ask is, why are we getting into wholesale? Well, like I said last month, my God, having gone to the US, having seen the opportunity available, it's huge. Amazon Lit, these guys are doing 50 million. It's absolutely incredible. And I think as we grow the business, it's just going to be another opportunity to continue scaling that business, taking advantage of all the profits we're generating. Now, the fourth and the final thing I talked about last month is, should we say, building a team. Now, like what I said in my previous videos, I mentioned that we promoted 2 of our sourcing VAs to become a purchasing assistant. But what happened is one of the newly promoted sourcing assistants requested, quite simply, to go back into being a product sourcer, which is absolutely fine. And obviously we granted that. Now, with that being said, we found a replacement, and now we're in the process of training that new purchasing assistant up into that role. So obviously building out that team. Okay, so today I'm talking about how well my business did in February 2022. How well did your business do? Was it good or bad? Let me know in the comments down below. Just a good or a bad. Be really helpful. Okay, so this leads me nicely onto my second chapter, which is my plans at Amazon in March 2022. Like what I said earlier, I started doing Amazon wholesale on Amazon within the UK. So in this chapter, I'm going to share with you right now, not only my plans for, should I say, my Amazon online arbitrage business, but also from the wholesale side as well, because it's really all part of my UK business. I'll begin with my plans for online arbitrage, which is quite simply, like I said earlier, to hire additional VAs. Now, considering, should I say, we took £60,000 from our current loan, and simply we've got a lot of cash, I mean one hell of a lot of cash just sat in the bank that we need to invest. Right now we're lacking deals, and how do we get more deals? Well, that's VAs, team members, we need them. And that's so we can find those deals and obviously purchase them. Probably kind of looking March, we're planning to hire, should we say, 2 more VAs for our business. And what I would say is that doing the forecasting for the rest of the year, we're probably looking to take on 1 additional VA per month for the rest of the year, which is absolutely crazy. And this is to help, should we say, improve the business. Now, in addition to that, these new VAs are going to take at least a month, to train before they start kind of adding value to the team. So it's going to take time, and hopefully, we can continue building that team through March and obviously going on into the next year. So obviously a lot going on there with the team, and obviously into 2022 as a year as a whole. Now, the second thing which I'll say is to ensure a steady flow of stock going into Amazon and obviously making sales. Now, what I will say is that ensuring, should we say, a steady flow of stock is one of the challenges of online arbitrage. Selling selling products is hard work, and considering that there are limited products to buy, and February is a really tough month, probably the toughest month of the year. If we're going to be buying from suppliers such as Boots, which only allow you to purchase 20 units, then you can't really go beyond buying 20 units. So hence why we don't really buy from Boots. But with that being said, what we're trying to do is just make sure that we can spend all the money we got ensuring a steady flow of products and looking for different new suppliers to really grow our online arbitrage business. Okay, so for the month of March, look, what we're looking to do in the wholesale side is open up new accounts with distributors, wholesale and manufacturers. And at a very fundamental level, what are we looking to do? Well, I'll break it down, and it's not very challenging because everyone talks about this. Number one, we're finding products whereby Amazon isn't listing. Number two, we're going to the manufacturer, asking them for opening an account with them or their distributors or wholesalers they sell to. Number three, we're going to them to create the accounts. That's it. Not rocket science, super simple. This is what people do. And for us, right now, my operations manager is pretty much calling, phoning, setting up, or contacting, I'd probably say at least 10, if not 20 distributors per day to try and get accounts open. And then obviously we're managing that process. So for us, one of the big challenges or one of the big goals for this month is really starting to get aggressive with opening up new accounts. With that in mind, what is it exactly? Well, look, we go to the manufacturers again, we ask them for a list of their distributors, and we go basically through all those distributors asking them if they're, if we can open an account, should we say. Now, a lot of the challenge right now is they're not actually opening new trade accounts. February, end of 2021, coming into 2022, it's quite challenging. So I think this is going to be a long-term game, and we're going to have to invest in it, and it is going to take some time. So the aim right now for us is still really to look for more distributors, because if we have more distributors, then we have more chances of finding great distributors and obviously finding more great deals. Now, one thing I will say on that, at the moment, we're also trialing another bit of software called Vendrive to help us manage accessing, storing, recording the contacts of each of those distributors. It's basically a CRM. So just trying that, see what's that like, and obviously might give you a video on that later on with our feedback around it as well. The second thing we're doing right now in March is quite simply, for the wholesaling side, is to look for better deals and improve the speed and accuracy of analyzing those deals. Now, for this part, what we've done is we've got a list of deals from our distributors, and what I will say is maybe the list contains thousands of items. Now, our challenge here is to look for deals that would fit the criteria and what we're looking for, because there are going to be lots of items that we have to analyze, and my God, I don't have an unlimited team of staff sourcing, going through the deals. So we've got to, should we say, master that process of analyzing the deals, wholesalers, and that's particularly in terms of speed and accuracy of scanning the lists, accessing the website, scanning the wholesaler websites, and going through the process. It really makes a difference, but just refining that's something we're really trying to do now. Now, the third and final thing that we're planning to do this March is to monitor, quite simply, the prep center. Now, you might be asking why we have to monitor the performance of a prep center. Well, basically, we've got to monitor the prep center because we're buying in bulk. We want to make sure that those items are being shipped to the prep center, they're being checked in correctly, and lessening any issues we have, like they're just sitting in there, maybe not being checked in right. We want to just monitor them really closely, make sure everything is being done correctly, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Now, it's not to say we have any worries. Obviously, we did our due diligence, but like we saw in the US, we have problems, and of course, if we have problems with the prep center, it can really slow a business down. So we're just keeping a really close eye on our UK prep center for the moment, while we're doing the wholesale side. Okay, so today I'm talking about my plans for March 2022, and hopefully you can kind of see, we're doing probably, call it 300,000 in the UK on OA. We're just starting into the wholesale side. Quite simply, we're doing a lot, and obviously I've got the UK business, and I'm doing FastTrackFBA, and obviously creating these YouTube videos for you. It's a lot of things, and you might be asking, how do I do it? Well, I only have 24 hours in a day, same as you, but the reason I can do it is because I have a team helping me grow my business. They're running the operations side of it, which is absolutely incredible, and I'm very grateful for it. But at a very fundamental level, if you are looking for a team to help build your online arbitrage business, what should you be doing? We should be hiring a virtual assistant. Now, this is someone who will help you find those deals that you can buy low, resell high for a profit. Now, if you are looking for a VA, look no further than the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. This is something I created whereby we find, hire, and train a virtual assistant for your business, and we support you with your VA, and they're yours, by the way, not ours, for 12 weeks. It's a one-time fee you pay us, and the VA is yours for life, and we support you in managing them, promoting them, and supporting you in your business. If you are interested and want to have a free 30-minute consultation call, have a look at the link down below, fasttrackfba.com/VA. Trust me, check it out. I think you're going to love it. We've tied over 400 VAs for 200 clients. Do the maths, It's 2 VAs per client. They keep coming back. Why? Because it works. Check it out, FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Now, this leads me nicely onto my third chapter. What are other Amazon sellers doing this March? Well, look, quite simply, obviously I share with you what I'm doing, but we thought we might ask our community, see what they're doing and share it with you, because I appreciate we're all at different levels. So we posted a poll on Facebook and we asked, what are you planning to work on in your Amazon business in March 2022? So let's have a look now at the results and what they said. Well, 18 votes came back for deals, looking for deals, sourcing for deals. So I get that when you're starting out, focusing on finding deals, opportunities to buy low, resell high. Very, very important. Now, 17 votes came from inventory management. This is like managing your stock, doing different things. You've got IPI scores you've got to deal with, maybe like shipments. There's a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of people involved in that. And we can see that obviously with the community. We've got the next one, Amazon seller account health, i.e. account health IPI. So they're actually doing more back of house operational things. And I really understand that as well, with account health. And that's actually 10 votes. And then followed by, we've got building a team with 8 votes, which is fantastic as well. And I really believe in that. And hopefully you see that in what I do, building that team, that's leverage, that's helping you do. We only have 24 hours in a day, and building that team is so powerful because it's going to help you in months to come. And then finally, we've got Prep Center with 4 votes. So, helping working with Prep Center, maybe even looking for a new Prep Center. That is something that's super important. So thank you to everyone who took advantage of that. And hopefully that's going to give you some, additional information on what other Amazon sellers are doing. Now, in addition to that, there are other sellers who, should we say, answered, other comments in the section, down below. And they said like IPI score, it keeps going down. So they're going to focus on that, working on it. Another seller said account management. I think they said, I think it is key for me. I've had issues with storage and IPI limits. Now they've improved, it's given me to scope to, should we say, increase my sourcing and ultimately listing more products for sale. So hashtag exciting, well done to that person. And lastly, another seller also said needed to deal with price tankers as well in the coming months. And I will say it, especially February, it's a tough time to source. February and March, they're probably the key months you're going to see price tanking. And it does happen. People clear out inventory. We do it as well. It is annoying, but it does happen. And different inventory strategies for different people. And unfortunately, we work in a marketplace where we all affect one another. Hence, price tanking does happen. Now, what I will say is obviously thank you to everyone who participated in that poll and also the questions. And if you're interested in joining the Facebook community, the Facebook group, what I'll do is I'll drop a link down below so you can join that and obviously be part of the community and obviously answer questions and see what else other people are doing. Now, what I will say is after going through all my plans at Amazon March, you might want to learn about how VAs can actually help you grow your business and like what I talked about before. So I'll drop a video around here called How Virtual Assistants Can Grow Your Amazon Business. Check that out. I think you're really going to love it. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.